So yesterday I saw this TikTok, and it was like a little clip of that movie When a Stranger Calls. I don't know if you know, you know. So it reminded me of when I was 19, and when me and my best friend at the time we were moving to California, and right before we moved out there, basically we went to our job interviews. We was like looking at apartments, just getting a whole feel for California. So it was a Monday, because I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and at the time Mondays was book study. And I just flew in, and I was like extremely tired. So I told my grandparents, like, I'm gonna just stay home. So they went to the book study. I was in my bed asleep. And my bed at the time, my room was like in the back of the house. So, and my room was on the first floor. So they left, and then like no sooner than my grandparents left, I want to say maybe like 5-10 minutes, I heard somebody ringing the doorbell, like ringing. And I thought it was my cousin. And I'm like, oh my God, like, where's his key? So I called him, and I'm like, are you at the door? And he was like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not at the door? I hear somebody ringing the doorbell at the door. Like, I'm too tired to get up. I don't feel like getting up. Like, why don't you just... So he said it wasn't him. So then I'm like, who is this at the door? And they like banging, like boom, 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 ring, 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 ring. And I'm just laying in my bed like, then if it's not him, then who is it? Next thing I know, they're knocking on my window, like, and I'm just laying in my bed like, who is that? Because if it's not him, why they didn't call me and let me know they at the door? So then I started calling my other cousins, and they was like, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. So then I called my older cousin, and I'm like, can you just come get me? Like, I'm scared. Apparently I'm dramatic. Since I was a kid, my family friends still think I'm dramatic. So don't nobody listen to me. So he just like, no, I'm not coming to get you. And I'm like, dude, I'm scared. Please come get me now. And he's like, no. So then I'm just sitting there, and next thing I know, someone start calling my house private. So I pick up the phone, and I'm like, hello? And all I hear is, so picking up where I left off, that they stopped the banging and the knocking, and they went to calling the house phone. And whenever I picked up the phone, all they do would be breathing in the phone. Like, I literally would hear their breath. And I just remember, at this point, I got up. I was, like, not in my room no more. I was, like, in the front. And I was just thinking about, like, dude, I literally just saw this movie, When a Stranger Calls. And now... like, what? So, I'm like, my grandparents been gone at this point for like a half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm like, the book study should be over in an hour. And my grandma comes straight home, I should be fine. But for some reason, my grandma loved the post office, or loved going to the grocery store, being there all day long. So I was gonna call and have my uncle come pick me up, but then I'm like, he like a half an hour away, and by the time he gets to the house, my grandparents should be home. So then I just called my aunt. So I was on the phone with her, like explaining, telling her what happened, and she was gonna come, but I'm like, it's really no point, because by the time you get here, like, grandma and grandpa be here. So then I'm talking to her. So she decided that her friends live around the corner. Like, she was gonna have one of them come get me. And in the meantime, it was so long ago, so I can't remember everything. But at some point, my grandfather got home. And by the time he walked through the door, I ran, gave him the phone. I'm like, Grandpa, say hello. Say hello. He looking at me like, what? I'm like, just say hello. So I gave him the phone. He said hello. The person hung up. And they stopped calling the house. I tried to tell my family what happened. Once again, don't nobody believe me. So after that whole ordeal happened, I could not leave my hometown fast enough. I'm like, I cannot wait till I get to California. I had like a month left before I was about to leave. I want to say a week after all that happened, my grandma was like, Crystal, remember when, mind you, my family, my mom, my grandpa, my grandma, they was not taking what I told them happened seriously. Like, I don't know. For some reason, they thought it was like some little girl that was my little sister friend. I don't even know how that even made sense to them when I was telling them what's happening, how they was banging on the door. Like, that little girl wasn't even tall enough to bang on my window. So I was just mad at them. Like, dude, I probably have a stalker and y'all not even taking this seriously. And I'm like, they literally came to the door as soon as you guys left. Like, it was as if they know every Monday y'all got book study and y'all leave, but I didn't see Crystal go, so she's in the house. So a week after that happened, because my grandma, she always watched the news, always read the newspaper. Apparently, about a block or two from where I lived at, basically the same thing kind of happened to this girl, but she opened up the door and they R-worded her. So then they wouldn't take what I said serious after my grandma read that news article. Like, oh, it was like, yeah, it wasn't a little girl. So I don't know. I always, after that happened, was like weird. So I kind of suspected my next door neighbor. I don't know if the two was tied in, but I'm like, I don't know. It was just weird. It's every once in a while I think about it, like, who was that at the door? Because whoever it was, they knew us because they had our house number. And they knew it wasn't nobody home but me. That was it. That's my story time.